Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial will be on this beautiful gown, very beautiful gown. Under 5 minutes we are done with this tutorial. And if this is your first time of stopping by, please do well to hit on the subscribe button, and if you find value in this video, please give me a thumbs up, share the videos to reach the people that are really interested in it. So let's get into the video, and I will see you at the end of the video. So for this tutorial, we'll be cutting our back body, front and back bodies together. So I folded my fabric into 4, and what you are going to be folding is your bust measurement divided by 4 plus about 6 inches allowance. So that's what I folded. So the next thing that we are going to do is to remember this is kind of an off shoulder gown. So I'm taking out my off shoulder. My off shoulder, I want to take out about 5 inches, but my marking is going to start at 4.5 inches. I'm going to be using ½ inch to turn the neckline. So I went from there. I marked my bust point. My bust point is 7 inches, but I added 1 inch to it because I don't want it to be too fitted at the armhole area. So I just marked the line there. So we're going to go ahead and mark our neckline, and for the neckline I want mine to be at 4 inches. Remember, the wider the neckline, the more off it will be from out of your shoulder. So but for me, I am marking at 4 inches. Then I'll go ahead and insert my bust measurement divided by 4. I'll add 1 inch allowance for ease. It's not going to be a fitted gown, and then I'll add another 1 inch stitching allowance. So I'm going to connect my bust point to my neckline points that we just marked, which my friend called. So you see the way I connected it is not like a straight slanted line, is a bit curvy. So the next thing I'm going to be marking is placing my tape at the 4.5 inches. I'm going to go ahead and mark the length of this gown. And remember, this gown we are going to be taking about 7 inches away from it to attach our net or organza or the next fabric that you have to attach to it. So I marked the remaining length. I hope you understand this. So from that bust point, I'm going to be slanting this to make that line that we marked. So this is the reason for adding that about 6 inches extra to it, so that you can slant it from the bust point. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out before we make some adjustment to the neckline. If you haven't subscribed up to this moment, please take 1 minute to hit on the subscribe button. And to my old subscribers, I say thank you very much for all your support so far. So still, my fabric is still with the front and the back together. I'm going to readjust the neckline, and for my front neckline, I went down by about ½ inch. I don't want it to be too exposed, so I went back by about ½ inch, and I connected it to our bust, to our armhole. Remember, the more you go down, the more exposed your bust is going to be. So I just did ½ inch. Then I'm going to recut our back neckline as well, because I want it to go down more, to fit more, to give it a more perfect fitting. So I went down more by 1 inch for the back neckline, just the back neckline, and then I connected it to the armhole. I'll go ahead and cut this out. I just hope you understand all this that I'm just ranting about. So this is the back neckline, and we are going to go ahead and pipe this. So I'm using this bias for it, and we are going to be piping from back to front. So we are going to stitch the first, open the bias, stitch down the first line, and then turn it to the right side and stitch. So I'm going to be stitching just the neckline. I'm not going to be stitching the armhole yet, just the neckline. I'll do the same thing for the back as well, or for the front as well. So this is it after I was done stitching it down, the two down. So we're going to go ahead and work on our armhole. So for our armhole, I'm going to also pipe it the same way I piped the neckline, and we are piping also from the back to the front, so that by the time you come to the front, we are going to see the bias striped stitching there. And my other bias, the shade of yellow, got exhausted, so I'm using another shade. So once you pipe this, you're going to leave extra some inches of bias, so that you can be able to tie it at the shoulder. I hope you understand. So this, you're going to be piping the forearm hole, leaving extra allowance of the bias there, just like you see. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to work on the hem area, and I am using this fabric is an organza fabric. You can use net fabric if you have as well. So this measurement is double of my hem area plus some inches. I think it's double, just double. So I'm going to be doing front facing front, and I'll first of all when I want to stitch it down, I'll stitch my seam allowance, and then I'll start making small place into it. You can gather it as well if you want. So I'll do this and also do the same thing for the back. So this is it after I was done. We are almost done with the style. I told you guys it's just going to be a simple one. I'll place this front facing front, and I'm going to go ahead and stitch on the two same side with my allowance. Remember, we added 1 inch allowance, and that's all for this style. You can see that it's all together, is now looking very, very beautiful. You can go ahead and hem this or turn it, whichever you want to do. And that's all for this style. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you do. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Please do not skip my ads, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.